In my apartment, it used to be like very small when I used to film, and oh my goodness. What are you doing? What do you want? When I used to film in my apartment, it used to be small and I had a lot of drapes. So the sound of my videos were really good because there were no echoes. But my last two videos that I filmed here, they're so echoey because my office is bigger and there's no drapes. So the sound is so echoey. So this morning I wanted to do something about it because there's so much you can do in post when you're editing sound. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna take a video on my phone. This is so sketchy. Like, this is not a professional setup at all. As you can see, this is one of my sound blankets that's hanging from my door to the ceiling. And then we have another blanket. And then we have a couple of towels just hanging. Yeah, that's my setup. This is bad, but the sound is so much better. Like, that just made a huge difference. Yesterday, I received this package right here. This is a package from IT Cosmetics and it has a couple of goodies in here. I was so excited when I saw this because I love a good CC cream or like a good SPF foundation type of situation. So we're gonna be diving into this product today. In the box, we have 3 products. We have a brush, which is double-sided. You have the concealer side, and then this is the side called all over. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. That's probably like a all over complexion brush type of situation. So you can use with all sorts of creams. We have the Heaven Luxe Smoothing Spatula Foundation Brush. And we have your Skin But Better CC Cream with a 50 SPF sun protection. 50 is very good. Usually in BB creams or tinted moisturizers or CC creams, you always see like 40, 30, but 50 is very rare. I love a good SPF. It's very important. You better be wearing your SPF. Before we dive into trying these products, I'm going to go on the IT Cosmetics website and I'm going to be checking out some reviews, as well as getting more information on these products. The smoothing spatula is like the first thing on their website, so yeah, I feel like they want to showcase it. What the heck? Can you guess how much this is? I would have guessed like $30, $40. This is $62. This better be doing wonders on my skin. And it better make my face look like a goddess, because if $62 cannot achieve that, I don't know what will. Okay, so on the website it says that it's great for liquid and cream foundation. It's gonna offer natural coverage. It's good for contouring. It's good for all skin types. I don't know how a brush is like for one specific skin type. I'm not sure why they mentioned this. It also says that it's good for sensitive skin, fine lines, visible pores, and uneven skin tones. So again, sensitive skin, fine lines, visible pores. How can a brush attend to those kind of things? Like, a brush is good for all skin types and everything, everyone. Why? All right. Ooh. Okay. This is very interesting. It's not super, super dense. Like, it's dense, but there is a lot of like give in the bristles. It's very thin, like super thin. From the pictures, I would have imagined something a bit thicker, but you know, it's like a spatula. It's like really something to drag makeup on the face. I'm curious to see if this is gonna leave streaks because it's square and very straight. So I feel like it would leave streaks, but I'll have to try it. So there's no reviews of this brush on the IT Cosmetics website. I'm gonna go check on Sephora Well, I'm sorry to say, but there's no reviews. It's not even on the Sephora website. All right, so I'm gonna be one of the first to do a review. I'm hoping that there's some reviews of the CC cream. Let's look into that. Oh, interesting. Okay, I thought that the CC cream was also new, but the only new thing is this spatula brush. I'm very late on this one. So this one usually is $64, which is, it's kind of a normal price for like, no, actually. This is 62 ml, so there's not a lot of product in here. For some reason, I thought that 32 ml was a small amount, but if I compare to some of my foundation that I already own, the Rare Beauty foundation has 28 ml. The Derma Blend liquid foundation drops has 30 ml. The Cool Beauty liquid foundation has 40 ml. So I feel like 32 ml is like a normal size for foundation, but it's more expensive. So my Rare Beauty liquid foundation is $41, and my Derma Blend liquid foundation is $52. And the Cool Beauty liquid foundation is $20. So overall, the quantity is about the same, but the price is very inflated. And can we talk about the fact that the spatula brush is only $2 less than the foundation itself? Like, that's mind-blowing to me. How can a foundation brush can be $62? I can't let that out of my head. Anyhow, let's get back to this. So this CC cream has hyaluronic acid, which is good for hydration. This also has niacinamide, which is good to regenerate the skin. So it's gonna help with discoloration, and it's gonna give a more radiant and even-toned skin. There's vitamin E, which is good to soothe and nourish the skin. It's also, I believe vitamin E is good for scars, so it's also good for regeneration. And of course, the star of the show, the SPF 50. Oh, that's amazing. So there's a couple of shades. We have Neutral Rich, Deep Honey. Okay, I'm finding something very weird. From my understanding on the It Cosmetics website, the shades have different formulas. So if I'm looking at the shades Neutral Rich, Deep Honey, Deep Bronze, Neutral Deep, and Deep Mocha, the active ingredients for the sunscreen is homosalate, octisalate, octocrylene, and these are all chemical sunscreens ingredients. And then for the shades Fair Porcelain, Fair Beige, Fair Light, Light Medium, Medium Tan, Neutral Medium, Tan Warm, Tan Neutral Tan, Tan Rich Honey, those have titanium dioxide and zinc oxide as the active ingredients for the sunscreen, which those are physical sunscreen. So I'm not sure what's going on with the shades, because for myself, I always prefer a physical sunscreen. Chemical sunscreen can seep into your system, and I don't want things seeping into my system. So I prefer a physical sunscreen that sits on the face and protects like on top of the face. So be careful when ordering these shades. Make sure that they're the type of sunscreen you're looking for. If I find more information, I'll be putting it in the description below. So on the Sephora website, oh my goodness, there's a lot of reviews. Wow. How did I never hear of this before? This has 8,000 reviews and 443,000 liked. We have one review that says, okay, this CC cream has great coverage and provides a flawless finish. I was pleasantly surprised with how easy it was to apply and how great it looked on my skin at first. However, the staying power for oily skin is just not there. Within a few hours, my face was really shiny. I think this product is better suited for other skin types, unfortunately. So that's good to know. This has earned a solid spot in my makeup bag. I wear SPF every day, so I like how the CC cream has additional SPF. It has great coverage and evens out my skin tone, but allows my freckle to show through. It has no scent and instantly makes my complexion look better. The packaging has a pump, which is also a win, so keeps everything clean. Unfortunately, this product wasn't for me. Although it was very good coverage, I felt like the foundation was sitting on top of my skin and didn't blend properly. It exaggerated my pores and left me dry. It's great that it has an SPF and there is a pump, so the packaging is really great, but it's just too drying for me. Interesting. So we have one saying that it's not good for oily skin and then one saying that it's too dry. That's interesting. It's interesting to see the different reviews because the opinion of someone on a product can change so much depending on the perspective and what you're looking for in a foundation. Overall, it's a really well-loved CC cream. It has a ton of reviews and overall a 4-star on Sephora. So I feel like overall this is a good product that's appreciated by clients. And lastly, we have the Heavenly Luxe Complexion Perfection brush. This is a brush that's $67.50. My brain cannot comprehend how expensive this is. So let's be done with this long intro to the products and let's apply them on my face. So I'll be wearing this foundation throughout the day just to see how it wears. And also I'm going to do 2 types of sides. Recently, I've been applying oil to my face because I have very dry skin, and right now in Ottawa, it's super cold, so my face is extra dry. And I've been using just a oil morning and night right after my serum, my day cream. And this is just something to lock everything in and nourish the face even more. I have the Josie Maran oil, but I stopped purchasing it because it's too expensive. Your girl is cheap. So instead of purchasing the Josie Maran again, I just reuse the container and fill it with some organic argan oil and organic rose seep oil. And it does the job. Like, I'm very satisfied with this mix. So on one side, I'll apply my oil and on the other, I won't, just to see how it would last on both sides. I feel like not everyone uses oils on a regular basis. So I wanted to give you an overview of no oil and with oil. So now for the moment we have all been waiting for. I have the shade Fair. Let's see what the texture of this is. This is very thick. The color is spot on. I feel like it's gonna be perfect for my skin. And now for the brush. So this is the type of brush where you have to drag to apply. Like, it's way too thin to be dabbling it on the skin. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be dragging this all over my face. This feels wrong because usually I try to dab my foundation. I usually use my Rare Beauty foundation brush, and this is perfect for applying foundation because you can dab it on the skin and it doesn't leave any streaks. So let's see how this applies. The texture is very nice. It's like creamy thick, yet kind of sheer and light. So for the oil side of my face, I like it. Let me show you my other side up close. We just hit a little problem. I'm having difficulty blending around my nose because this is so flat and straight. It doesn't really go into the curves of my nose without leaving any streaks, as well as like my forehead, because this is so flat and it leaves, like when you first drag it, it leaves a very straight line at the top of where you just started dragging. So if I'm here and I'm dragging like towards my forehead, it leaves lines like right at the top. So I feel like this is the kind of brush you would need a sponge after, because yes, this is very compact and it doesn't leave any streaks within the stroke, but it leaves a streak at the very top because this is a line. Also, I prefer the oil side because the one that doesn't have any oil, I feel like it's a bit more dry looking, but I do have a very dry skin type, so any foundation will look a bit dry on me. I'm not a fan of this brush. It glides nicely It doesn't leave any streaks within the stroke, like I said, but it's hard to use around the face features. I just prefer a lot more my Rare Beauty foundation brush, which has a really nice shape. It goes into all of the crevices and it blends everything seamlessly, and it's less expensive. It's like $40 instead of $62. So is this worth the price? I'll hold my thought for the end of the video. I'll just have to sit on it and let the information of this experience seep in. And then I'll be able to give you my final opinion. But so far, it's not looking good. Just because I did not really love that brush, and I feel like some areas of my face are not properly finished, I'm going to take my Rare Beauty brush and I'm just going to go on top just to absorb any excess. That's another problem with that brush, is that it doesn't absorb any excess because there's no bristles, there's no surface area to the brush, so it doesn't absorb anything. It's like a spatula, like the name. So I guess this is a brush that's supposed to save product. It's supposed to not absorb any, but it doesn't look good. Like if you have excess product on the face, it doesn't look good. You have to go in with another brush or another sponge to absorb that excess product. In theory, that brush sounds good, but in action, not so much. So I'll just go on top of everything and just blend everything with my Rare Beauty foundation brush. As for the CC cream itself, it looks beautiful. It looks high coverage, like my skin is definitely unified. It has a certain sheen, like it's not completely matte. As you can see, there's a bit of shine, but I don't know why it feels dry on my skin. It feels really dry. Even with my oil underneath the right side of my face, it doesn't feel thick. It's very lightweight. So texture-wise, I like it, but the finish, it feels a bit dry on my face. I'm going to be wearing this all day, and I'm going to be showing you the end results at the end of the day to see how it wore, if it lasted. We'll have the final verdict at the end of the day. But before I let you go, I'm just going to apply my concealer, and I'm also going to be using this brush right here. This is the number 7 brush, and I'll be using the concealer side. Ooh, this is nice. Still expensive, but nice. And considering you have 2 brushes, I guess it's a bit more interesting price-wise, but still $67 for a brush is a steep price. Now taking my Dermablend concealer in the shade 0C, I'm just going to apply a little bit on my under eye and blend that in with the concealer brush. So my concealer is on, and honestly that brush is pretty good. It's not super dense, but it's not super flimsy either. It's like that perfect in between to really pack on the concealer but also absorb the excess. So honestly, I really like this. And I could see myself using the foundation brush also. It's kind of similar to my Rare Beauty one, but it's less dense. There's a little bit more movement to this brush. It's a bit longer. Yeah, I feel like that brush would also be very good for applying foundation, aside from this one. The complexion is on. I'm going to be applying the rest of my makeup in my tutorial for this eye look, because we're going to be applying a lot of blush and it's going to blend into the eyeshadow. So I'm going to stop this video and I'm going to hop back on camera at the end of the day to show you how this foundation lasted. I'm coming back from my other video, but another heads up, the blush applied beautifully on top of this CC cream. Look at that. Look at this. My skin is like flawless right now. I'm happy with this. My makeup is finished, obviously. This is gonna be the real challenge because I'm not blind, but I don't see very well. And sometimes when I look at my face without my glasses, everything looks so perfect and so beautiful. So I'm just gonna put on my glasses and see how everything is looking. It's definitely not as pretty as it looked like without my glasses, but it's still pretty good. I definitely prefer the oil side just because it looks healthier, it looks less dry. Even on the cream side, it looks pretty good. Let me take you up close. That's not gonna be flattering for me. Honestly, It's looking pretty good. Oh my god, I need to do my mustache. Oh my god. But this is how it looks. Like around my nose, it definitely looks a bit cakey, a bit dry, but it's not bad. Like if you have dry skin, if you are to properly hydrate, prep the skin, use a hydrating primer even, I feel like it would look good, but be careful and definitely use a moisturizing cream before applying this CC cream. Honestly, overall, my skin is looking flawless. Like my skin looks uniformed. The finish, it's kind of a satin finish. It's not completely matte, as you can see like on my forehead. Honestly, it's very pretty. It's good. All right, so we are back. It's been a full day. It's now 6 o'clock at night and I finished filming this morning around 2. So I've had this CC cream on my face for quite some time now. I would see myself wearing this whenever I want a bit more coverage, because this is definitely more coverage than what I usually use. Usually I always use like a moisturizer that has a bit of tint in it, and I use concealer to spot correct. The finish of this is so nice. It's so natural that I wouldn't be mad wearing this all day on a regular basis. Texture-wise, this applied beautifully on the face. It doesn't look like makeup on my skin, but it definitely clings onto your dry patches. For example, I have a couple of dry patches around my nose and the CC cream is definitely in there. Like it looks makeup-y in my nose creases. But other than that, like my forehead, my cheeks, everything looks good. I don't have a lot left on my chin because I went outside for a walk with my dog and I had like a scarf. So I feel like that's pretty normal that I don't really have anything left on my chin. I don't really see like a big difference between my oil side and my cream side. I feel like during the day, my face really absorbs the oil. So at the end of the day, the difference isn't really intense, isn't really much. For my dry girlies out there, beware and apply a good moisturizer beforehand. Like the product itself is not oily. So I would not be scared to recommend this to someone that has an oily skin type, because the product itself has like a matte satin finish. It's not dewy, so it's not going to make your skin even more dewy. But if you get oily during the day, this is not going to mattify you for the day. So be sure to apply powder, maybe a mattifying primer, and so on. So overall, this is a very good versatile CC cream. I see many people wearing this and liking this just because of how like a staple of a product it is. It's not too dewy, it's not too matte. The coverage is in the middle. It's not super high coverage, but it's not low coverage either. It's like a nice in between. So this is a really good average type of product that would be good for anyone. I think I would recommend this. And now, this is not worth $62. I don't know why they price it like that. It's so expensive. Like, instead of this, go for this. You have 2 brushes in this. This one is $67. It's still way too much money, but it's better than $62 for this brush that leaves lines on your face. If you're looking for a brush to just smooth your foundation on the face and then after go in with a sponge or another foundation brush, then go ahead and get this one. But if you're looking for a foundation brush to do it all, I would highly recommend this one or the Rare Beauty one that I don't have right now because I put everything aside. But the Rare Beauty foundation brush is a great one. I don't understand this. Why does this exist? Let me know in the comments if you've ever tried one of these products. Let me know what you think about the CC cream and let me know if you plan on purchasing this one. And if you are, tell me why. I want to know what purpose this would have. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this one and I will see you in the next one.